There's 18,000 agencies in the country. Most police departments really don't do business the way we do business. Some of them still just do the reactive answer 911 calls. They drive around into their call. They're really not, we are built and deployed out into the community where we have officers work in the same geographic area for 6 months at a time. So they get to know the residents. A lot of those officers will continue to work in the same area for years. So they get to know the residences, they get to know the businesses, and they develop that relationship, with our citizens. And that interaction is key. We're always encouraging our officers to get out, talk with people, interact with them, because the average citizen does not have contact with the police. If they have contact with the police once in their life, that's a lot. So their entire opinion of the Port St. Lucie Police Department is going to be based on one interaction. So we always try to tell people, treat people how you want to be treated, follow that golden rule, and hopefully, it's going to be a successful, positive outcome. We deal with a lot of negative encounters too, unfortunately, where we have to make arrests or we make traffic stops and issue citations, things like that. That doesn't mean it has to be a negative experience. You can still treat people with dignity. You can still treat people with respect. If you want respect, I think you have to give people respect. So we're really just big on pushing those principles down. And do we get it right all the time? No, I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that we're 100% customer satisfaction. But when we don't get it right, we try to learn from it, own that mistake and get better from it and move forward as an agency. Anytime there's a major crime in Port St. Lucie, I always say that's not Port St. Lucie, and that's not going to be tolerated in Port St. Lucie because that's not what our citizens want. Although this is a big city now, it still has that small hometown feel to it, and we want to make sure we keep it that way. So, our mission is very simple: providing superior customer service and remaining one of America's safest cities. And we've been doing that, but it's not going to happen if we just sit back and let things happen and go unaddressed. We're very process driven here. We really believe if you follow the process, the outcome will take care of itself. So, we want to be the safest city. What are the things we have to do to get there? Part of it is having that organizational, process driven, crime reduction strategy that we do have. But so we get the staff together, once a week at these crime reduction accountability meetings, and they only last for about a half an hour because we're focused on the action items they're supposed to be working on, not so much what's happened in the last couple weeks. And it really keeps us on point, keeps us efficient. Our guys and girls are not just out there driving around waiting for a call for service. During their uncommitted time, they're focused on the areas where we've analyzed that we're having problems, and they're very good about getting in there and doing exactly what we ask. A lot of them might not know why we're doing it, but they're very good at, if you raise the bar to here, they're trying to get there for you and do it. So, our old chief used to say people definitely will rise to the level of expectation. You just got to explain what it is, what you're trying to accomplish, and they've done a great job going out and doing it. We have agencies from all over the country that come to visit us, from Utah, California, Georgia, Florida. They come here and they watch our practices, what we're doing and how we're doing it, because they've written books about it. They've done all kinds of this, because this was a research-based project out of FAU that started back in '04, and over the course of 16 years, it was implemented in 3 different phases to where basically now it's full institutionalization. And this is how some of our officers and command staff don't know anything different. They didn't come up in the organization when it was different. When I drive home, I want to make sure I'm raising my family in a safe community and one that has a high quality of life. And that's just what's so pretty awesome about Port St. Lucie is really there's not a bad area. And so you could literally walk down any street at 2 o'clock in the morning and not worry about being a victim of crime. I always tell people I wouldn't recommend doing that, but if you had to do that, you're living in a pretty safe environment, and one that's responsive to your needs as well when you call 911.